Mi. Vatican City is owned by the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church does not fear misinterpretation of sacred texts, it forbids it. The Catholic Church killed millions of Christians for believing biblical texts, rather than their interpretation of them. When a text is clear, it needs no interpretation, and this is what the Vatican fears, a loss of control. Is it right to keep knowledge from men, in order to maintain control over them in this way? ChatGPT. Your question touches on issues of authority, interpretation, and control in religious and institutional contexts, as well as broader questions about access to knowledge and freedom of thought and belief. In various points in history, institutions, including religious ones, have sometimes restricted access to texts and controlled their interpretation as a means of maintaining authority and orthodoxy. Such control can be seen as problematic from the perspective of intellectual and religious freedom, as it may limit individuals' access to knowledge and the diversity of thought and interpretation. On the other hand, institutions might argue that their stewardship and interpretation of texts are aimed at maintaining the integrity, coherence, and authentic understanding of their traditions. They might also express concerns about the potential for texts to be misunderstood or misused if taken out of their traditional interpretive contexts. In a contemporary context that values freedom of thought, expression, and belief, there is a strong argument for allowing broad access to historical and religious texts and encouraging a diversity of interpretations. Such openness can promote a rich and pluralistic intellectual and spiritual landscape, where individuals are empowered to explore, question, and form their own understandings. However, openness should also be paired with respect for the rights, beliefs, and cultural and historical contexts of different communities and traditions. Dialogue, mutual understanding, and ethical sensitivity can help navigate the tensions between openness and respect for tradition and authority. In conclusion, while controlling access to knowledge as a means of maintaining authority can be critiqued from the standpoint of intellectual and spiritual freedom, the approach to these issues should also consider the values of respect, dialogue, and ethical sensitivity in relation to the diverse traditions and communities that are the custodians of humanity's various forms of knowledge and wisdom.